This is Dr. Anastasia Chopelas, the scientific healer, and today I'm going to talk about the spiritual and energetic benefits of exercise. And this goes beyond, everybody thinks exercise is to help you burn off calories, maybe reshape your body a little bit, but there's so much more to it. So what's going on with exercise? The first thing I want you to know is that you don't need to have a lot to have these benefits. And in fact, too much can really run you down. It can wear you out, wear your body out, because if you have too much before your body can fully recover from it, it will age you a lot faster rather than having you stay younger longer. Okay, so the first really big benefit is a mood elevator. A lot of psychiatrists and psychologists have known for a very long time that if you have a depressed patient or an anxious patient, talking to them while going on a walk will help bring their mood up almost instantly. So why is this going to raise your frequency? Because when you're happy and joyful, that is a much higher frequency than when you're anxious, fearful, depressed, sad, worried, whatever those low energy emotions are. And being able to pull yourself out of them, this is a really fast way to do it. And the other reason why this is so important is that when you are serving other people as an energy healer or a coach, when you're in that joyful state, people are attracted to you and they also get helpful, right? It's very helpful for them. The next thing that you get benefit from by raising your frequency is that it really helps your brain health. You can be more creative, you can be more productive, it will improve your memory. That allows you to stay with it longer. So my dad, who is now 87, which is about 10 years past the usual or the average age of an American, and his brain is still fully functional, and he started exercising in his 20s, and he really has never quit. He's getting a little slower at this point, but my sister is there now encouraging him to move a lot more. But his brain is all there and he looks younger. So looking younger is another benefit. I started exercising at the age of 14 and I've done it basically daily since. And no one ever guesses my age. In fact, sometimes they come up really close to my face and ask me, "What do you put on your face?" And I don't see, it's all supple and smooth. And I just say soap and water, which is pretty much it. So the circulation in the brain, also it stops the death of your brain cells. It slows them down as you age. So it allows you to keep your memories intact a lot longer. And the nice thing about that, one of the nice things about that too is that the more you exercise to a certain extent, no more than an hour a day, and that might be an hour walk or an hour of yoga. I'll do 40 minutes of a very rapid walk, so I get my heart pumping and my sweat going, and my mood is very elevated when I get back. And the great thing about going on a walk or doing exercise is that if you don't have time to meditate, this is an ability to connect yourself spiritually a lot better. You meditate while you're walking, and that brings you into the moment, which is, getting centered, bringing you into the moment is one of the most powerful things that you could do to help raise your frequency, to help others, to be connected to others, to improve your relationships with others and with yourself. Right? So far we've connected with having a mood elevator, improving your cognitive function, and having a better spiritual connection, having better emotional connections with yourself and with other people. So that covers 4 of the 8 factors, aside from being more physically fit, but covers 4 of the 7 factors, how much it affects you. And one of the things that will also raise your frequency is detoxing, getting rid of all those low energy toxins in your body. That could be waste products from your food or in your blood from metabolic activity. It could be from something that you accidentally ingested or medication, something like that. What exercise does, you need to move your muscles in order for the lymph system to get activated. The lymph system does not have any pumping system on its own, not like the circulatory system in which the heart is pumping and running the blood through your body. So the lymph system must be activated to detox. And the more you detox, the higher your frequency, because the cleaner you get, you'll also notice that your skin tone will improve, the dark circles under your eyes will get better. And also, if you're pre-diabetic or you have diabetic tendencies in your family, those will also disappear. So one of the things that I don't normally talk about is sexuality, but your sexuality will improve with more exercise. It brings back your desire, it allows you to perform better and longer, and it allows you to climax more easily and to have more enjoyable climaxes. And one of the seven factors besides your physicality in having a healthy, happy, and fulfilled vital life is your sexuality, is being, first of all, in touch with your sexuality and enjoying it with whichever way you enjoy it. It doesn't matter whether it's self-fulfillment or with a partner, whether it's male or female, doesn't matter to me. Just have a healthy sexual having a healthy sexual body, because after all, we are physical beings and those things were put there for a reason. So one of the things with improving your brain function and getting that blood circulating in your mind and it clears out all those cobwebs. You become a lot more creative and you also get a lot more productive. I notice that when I step up my physical activity, sometimes I'll go, and I'm just going to mention how much is necessary in just a few minutes. But one of the things that I noticed is that I can, because I have like a lot of nervous energy in my body. I noticed that when I was a little kid, that when my dad took a video, I was never in the frame. I would just be like pushed across the frame and pushed across the frame. And my daughter says, "Mom, I don't see any video of you. You're just like zipping across the frame." And I thought, maybe I'm hyperactive. I didn't know that. And maybe that's the reason why I started exercising at the age of 14, because I couldn't sit still. And I remember when we were in reading circle in grammar school, I would slip my shoes off and like play with them on the floor to the point that the teacher would always take them away because sitting still was so difficult for me. So anyway, it's a way to get off that nervous energy. So that kind of inability to focus goes away when you exercise, because it like takes away that nervous energy. It's not that it makes you tired, it's actually the opposite. That little bit of exercise in the morning actually energizes you. So whatever time you spend in it, it pays you off at the other end, because you end up with a lot more endurance. So you become more productive, and the more productive you are and the more creative you are, allows you to have much more fulfilled days and also to help fulfill your purpose. And that also, number 2 factor is your career. You spend so much time in your career when you have a satisfying and fulfilling career, that extra creativity and productivity will help boost your career. And therefore, or if you have your own business, it will help you have the stick-to-itness and the productivity that it takes to really create a successful and affluent business. And so that comes to the last thing. Indirectly, your exercise will also improve your financial health. And I have worked with a number of CEOs and millionaires and former to would-be millionaires, and they have all noticed the same thing, is that when their health is really good, their business goes like crazy and they have a lot more disposable income. And when their health goes down the toilet, whether they've had, they've ate too much and they don't move enough, when their health goes down the toilet, then they have more financial trouble and have trouble attracting income and attracting other people. So people like to be around cheerful, happy, productive people that, anytime you're happy and joyful and laughing, it's like a magnet. People just come and glom onto you. And even if you're not smiling or you're not talking, people will walk up to you and say, I don't know what it is about that energy of yours, but I want to know who you are, so tell me more. And you'll notice that. And the other thing, because it does make you younger and it does tend to keep you leaner, not necessarily women over menopause, that there's a special dispensation for you, because I gained a bunch of weight on menopause and I didn't do anything different before, and it's really hard to get it back off. But okay, so barring that, it does keep you leaner. The happiness and the joyful factor is like the biggest thing. And so what happens when you move is that things like endorphins and dopamine and serotonin get excreted in your body, both by the gut and the brain, and it elevates your mood. And we know that endorphins are kind of like, opiates. They really make you feel good. They reduce the pain. They reduce your hunger. They do all that thing. So the question is, how much exercise is really necessary? So on average, if you can't walk very far because you're in a lot of pain, then just walk as far as you can. And the next day, make it a step further. And when I would go jogging, I would jog 6 miles before breakfast every day. And then I got tired and injured, and then I started walking, and I walked less. And I found that at least 20 minutes of walking is kind of like that turning point, the 20 minutes of walking. And almost everybody can walk 20 minutes. And if you walk 20 minutes each day, push yourself just a little faster to help raise your heartbeat and to get you into the zone. And I noticed this morning I walked 40 minutes, and after about 15 minutes, I was really in the zone and not needing to push anymore. It just felt really good. And, ability to connect to spirit, clean off everything, and really develop a sweat. So are you guys all liking all that warm temperature out there with the quote unquote global warming? So the 20 minutes, and you can also alternate it. You can also switch it up. Some people will do 20 minutes to an hour of yoga. That's perfectly great. You can do 20 minutes of stretching. You can do all kinds of different things that help move. You can also do weightlifting. And when you weightlift, you have as little pause in between as possible. Often when I did a lot of weightlifting, I would do my set, and then the half a minute in between that I would do between the sets, I would step up and down on a chair. And that step up and down would keep my heart rate up. So really it was cardio while I was doing lifting. So you can do all kinds of things, but what you want to do is just really get that heart rate up to a certain level. And before you do any exercise, make sure you're healthy enough to do it. Check with your doctor. I am not a medical doctor. I don't give medical advice. But what I'm telling you is when you're healthy enough and ready to do exercise, you have a tremendous number of benefits beyond, firming you all up and beyond that. Like I happen to think that the skin stays younger and more supple longer, because I think that what happens on the inside is reflected by what's happening on the outside. When people will cut open old people, a lot of times if they have sagging skin, their organs are all sagging and not working properly. But when they have young, youthful skin on the outside, the inside is reflected by that. So no amount of face lifting, fillers, and all of that will make up for. So you can be all stretched in the face and the insides are not reflecting what's on the outside. It's exercise that does that. And it really slows the aging process. It keeps you much more cheerful, and it keeps your brain functioning a lot longer. The number one factor that people have found is that muscle mass correlates to brain function. So if you keep those muscles moving longer, the brain stays functioning. And the number one fear of most people is losing their brain function. So exercise really is beneficial in many more ways than helping you lose weight. And really, it doesn't help you lose weight. It's your diet that does it. The exercise gives you all the rest of the benefits. If you are a healer or a coach and you want to know more about the programs that I offer that will help you get to your next level or raise your frequency so you can become a high performer and be able to help more people and be able to even earn more money, please contact me at scientifichealer.com/contact, or make an appointment with me at scientifichealer.com/appointment. Thank you for coming and watching the video. I hope that you have gotten a lot out of it. If you like this video, hit the like button below or give it a 5-star rating, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video.